morning. Peace upon everyone. Welcome, welcome to Uniquely Mia. Mom's Live is Uniquely Mia channel, but Uniquely Mom is broadcasting. This is what we call, good morning, King. Good morning, King of the Weather. How are you? This is what locals call, we call it Bora. Some places, the only other name I ever heard it was long beans. It's not a string beans. I don't think it's a string, but it could be in the family of the string beans. It's just longer. Lucas, it would be king of the beans like you, Lucas. You're sleepy? So why you don't go to sleep? You was up playing video game late. Hope everyone had a peaceful rest. So long string beans is absolutely delicious. You could eat it raw in a salad. You could, if you make noodles and you want to make like a vegetable spaghetti or something. But good, you good? Okay, that's good that you're good, King of the Weather. JK, I'm doing fine. Okay, good, good. Hope you enjoy your birthday, King of the Weather. I hope it was joyful and everybody celebrate you, because we all deserve to be celebrated on that one special day. If people don't recognize you throughout the year, I think if they enjoy that you make a difference in their life and they're happy to have you around, that's one day that should not be played with. You could play with any other day, but not that day. But love would celebrate you. So basically, this is the Bora, also known as long string beans. Rinse it out. I'm gonna leave it in here, let it drain out. I'm just gonna grab what I need. So we're gonna move now to the counter because I have to cut it up. Oh, your birthday was 4 days ago, but thanks. I know I sent you happy birthday. I know your birthday was 4 days ago, King of the Weather. I'm asking you, did you enjoy it? I hope everyone celebrated you. I hope the people that matter celebrated you. I hope it was very joyful. So let me plug this up because I don't want to say I only have 2%, so I'm going to plug it up to be charged. It's a lot of things on this counter this morning because we're working on the other side. Turn this. So what I'm going to do is, let me see, because I like you guys to see everything. And okay, so this is how it's looking. So that means I have to put this bowl on this side so you can get a really pretty view. I just love Bora. This is one of my favorite. Oh, I have so many pairs of shoes. Wow. So every day you're gonna put on a different one. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. So you're gonna need a bowl for garbage. So I'll put this over here. And this, you're gonna take the Bora. We're in South America, we're in Guyana, so we're gonna use the local name. When I'm in America, I'll call it a different name, but we're in South America. Uniquely Mom is reporting from South America, so we're gonna learn some words. It's like Spanish. We're gonna learn some words together. So this is known as Bora. So what I would do with the Bora, basically you take a handful. You see this brown part? We don't want to eat this. We really don't want to eat this brown part. Anytime you're preparing a meal, if anything look odd, like it shouldn't look that way, don't use it. So what I'm gonna do is basically cut this end off, and this is garbage, right? And I'm gonna be making the Bora for breakfast. So what I'm gonna do, I wanna stew it up. So I'm gonna cut it fine. I have like Jordans and Nikes and Adidas. Oh, wow. Are those the brands that you love and you like? That's awesome. You always have to be thankful that you are so blessed to have such a variety of beautiful things, or things that you truly like. So every day you're going to wear a new pair and you're going to be walking around and be like, yes, I'm king. That's right, Lucas. You're king, King of the Weather. So King of the Weather, you definitely should have the boots for each day. That's pretty making like chow mein. You guys know what's chow mein because you are subscribers of Uniquely Mia channel. So you saw the videos of the chow mein. You notice I would cut the bora larger. But the shoes I wear the most, okay, is the Jordan 3. Okay, that's your favorite. Okay. Why do you wear that the most? Is it like really comfortable? Is it you just love Jordans? What's the reason? Is it your favorite color? Or without thinking, do you automatically just go for that one? So this is how it should look. And then what you want to do is toss it. You want to toss it into this bowl like so. See that? So like when you purchase this from the market, you can do this before. You don't have to do it. We purchased it yesterday. But like I said, once again, if you are a supporter of Uniquely Mia and you hit that subscribe button, you know that when we came in from the market, I had to clean fish, I cleaned chicken and seasoned it, and then I prepared that delicious curry fish. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's nice. What's your favorite color, Lucas? Huh? Oh, I got 3. That is so, yeah, put all 3. Make it thick. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So like I said, if you go in, I never saw this Bora selling in Walmart, but if you live like, I guess in Florida or New York and you go to like the West. Oh, that goes on top. No, that goes on top. Hang it on top. It's a. No, it's a Valance. Let me see. I want to keep you guys in loop of what we're doing right now. We're gonna pause this. Let's go over here. It's we're basically hanging up some curtains here. Go. It's on that side. Yeah. Put it up. It's like a thing. Oh. It's a Valance. Let me get some photos. That looks really nice. Oh, nice and wide. That's cool. Okay, so I had to pause to fix it. We were putting up, Mom. You're an early cook. Yes, good morning, King. Yeah, I like to, not just an early cook, I like to wake up early and because I like to do as much as I can get done during the day. So I am an early riser. And so I start early. And I have to go out because I have to go and like purchase some fruits and stuff and drop it off for my mom. So.
Was going into town.
No, but my father said she still want it. No, she's not going into town. She said she's going to the mall. So she's going to the mall to eat that food. But I would have got up. I already woke up. Do you know the things that I had got done, King? I already woke up. I swept the floor. I mopped. I hung out clothes. I cleaned the toilet. I cleaned the sink. I have clothes washing. So yeah, I got up. You know why? I said, I look at life. When our time is up in this world, that's when I'm gonna have enough time to sleep. So I don't want to sleep. I don't want to sleep too much. I sleep when I'm really tired, when I'm exhausted, or I have an important something to do. I get the required amount of sleep. But after I get the required amount of sleep and my body feel good, why this is gonna look better here. You guys seeing it? I want you to see the Bora. Why should I lie in the bed? I'm charging my phone because it's 19%. Okay, cool, King of the Weather. King of the Weather, I have a request of you because your name speaks for itself. So I'm so happy that I have access to the most powerful weather person out here. So I am in South America, Guyana. Yesterday was it yesterday? No, I believe the day before yesterday, I got caught in the rain. I did not have an umbrella. And I was saying, how come King of the Weather did not advise me? So I would need the weather for where I'm at. I know you normally give weather updates for the United States when Uniquely Me is on live. But come on, you have to try and give me some of that love too. Give me some support. What is the weather like or is going to be like today? What do I have to, should I go outside with an umbrella? Even though they use umbrellas down here for the sun as well as the rain. Show me some of that love too. So again, welcome to the live. This is what's called, the local call, bora. So I'm basically stewing this up for breakfast. I'm gonna have this with some roti. I'm gonna prepare it with garlic and tomatoes and onions and garlic, all the stuff that the body needs and all the stuff we should be using. The N is basically, it looks like little hair. Can you see it? It looks like little hair on top. I'm gonna cut that off. Oh, for Guyana. Give me Guyana. Say the United States is for Uniquely Mia. That's where she's at. So you give me weather forecast for where I'm at. Right now, I'm in Georgetown, Guyana. That's where I'm at. So I'm interested in the weather forecast, and you would be helping my fellow Guyanese that are in Georgetown, or the visitors, especially the Americans. We have a lot of American visitors. We have a lot of visitors from Europe, from Africa, from India, from all over. So please, King of the Weather, so I can say, listen, for all those, when I'm walking and I don't see them with an umbrella and it's raining, I'm going to say, you know something, you have to subscribe to Uniquely Mia, because guess what? We have a one-on-one relationship with King of the Weather. Yes, that we have one-on-one relationship. So they're going to have to like tune in to get that up-to-date forecast from King of the Weather. And we appreciate you so much. We know that you're volunteering and doing this. Hopefully one day this channel will become large enough and big enough where we can like really offer or extend our thank you for King of the Weather for taking time out and always supporting Uniquely Mia and going that extra mile as becoming our King of the Weather. I don't believe any other YouTube channel have their very own personal King of the Weather. Uniquely Mia channel is so incredible. You can like stop in here and obtain so much information. We have the experts. We have the expert. If you're not an expert and you would like to become an expert in training and get your craft practice hours in, please subscribe and become part of this family. We got some more. And another thing about bora, it looks like it's a lot, right? I don't have to cook. I'm not going to cook all of it that you saw me washing, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it up. Good morning. Peace, peace, peace. Welcome, James. Welcome. I'm going to cut it up and I'm going to put it in a Ziploc bag, and you can freeze it. It keeps really well freeze. I freaking love your voice. Oh, wow, James. James, I know you because you were just dishing out those compliments. You already understand me. You know I love compliments. Whoever said they don't like compliments, that's them. But Uniquely Me, a mom, love compliments. Thank you so much, James, and welcome. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate. What I'm doing this morning, this is bora. And I'm basically dicing it up. I'm cutting it up small to stew it up. King of the Weather said there's a problem. It won't show up. I'm going to try to see the weather in Guyana. Okay, yeah. Is Guyana South America? Yes, yes. We might not, I don't know. Would Google? Yeah, it probably, well, I can't tell you what to do. You're King of the Weather, so you know what to do. Maybe one of your nemesis is trying to interact and not give you that information. They're probably gunning for your job, so I think maybe they're trying to block it. But I know you have the tools and the experience, and you know what to do to find that forecast for me of what the weather will be like in Georgetown, Guyana, South America today. Thank you. So thanks to all of Uniquely Mia supporters. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you so much for always supporting. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Okay, okay, you found it. Okay. I'm basically cutting up some bora, it's called. I'm gonna saute this up with a little tomatoes, a little garlic, a little onion, and some hot pepper. And this is gonna be a delicious breakfast. Today's what? Oh, today's not Sunday. So you could say breakfast brunch. You can have this that I'm gonna prepare for breakfast. You can have it for lunch. You can have it for dinner. That's one of the beautiful things about I love about the food that I've learned over the years, because it's not just, even if I make eggs, you can have it whenever. Whenever you feel, I feel like eating some scrambled eggs. I feel like eating some pancake. Who said you can only have certain things in the morning or certain things in the evening? Now the US is Frigidaire. Okay. What does Frigidaire mean? You have to translate. What does Frigidaire mean? Translate that for me, King of the Weather. Help me out. So I'm basically grabbing for you, everyone that's now joining the live. Basically, I washed out the bora. Basically, I put it in a particular order where I put all of the hair, all of the bora that have the ends with the, it looks like hair on top of it. It's some sort of hair. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's some sort of, you see that? It's some sort of hair at the end there. That's what it looks like. Looks like my locks, right? But except it's green. Except it's green. I put it together. Everyone have their own method and their own way of putting stuff together and cutting it up. Perhaps even some people probably eat all of this stuff, but I don't eat it. Would I ever eat it? I don't know, because what if we don't have any food or anything, or it's limited, and I really cannot, I don't have the luxury. It's like eggs. If you never enjoy and did all the things you wanted to do with eggs, and now eggs is selling for like $15 a dozen, it's like you never do it. That's why you do what you can do when you can. What was the word? What does Frigidaire mean? Frigidaire. Am I saying it correct, Stu?
Yeah.
Frigidaire. Yeah. So enjoy like Lucas, you have so many pairs of sneakers. Enjoy your sneakers. I apologize again. The internet where I'm located is not the best quality. Pay extra to receive the best quality, but unfortunately, what they usually say and what they provide most of the time, like some people, is not, speaks for itself. But good morning. Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the live. Thank you for all the supporters. Thank you for all the viewers. Hopefully we have a couple of new viewers that's going to turn that viewership into a subscription and become a supporter. Once you subscribe, you are now part of our family. James, uniquely me a mom, I have 5 compliments for you. Tell me when you're ready. I am ready, James. Let them go. Just make sure I love compliment with simple words, okay? Compliment 1, I love your voice. Oh, thank you. Compliment back to you, James. I love your energy. I love your compliment, James. So I gave you 2. All of you making the process of cooking so much. I'm almost finished. You won't believe it. I'm almost finished dicing up all of the bora. It looked like it was a whole lot. I think if I didn't have you guys to keep me company, support me, chat with, I would have been like, oh, sometimes that's when you begin to rush. One of the things about when you decide to cook, whatever you decide to make, always try to take your time and do the best job that you can do. I know sometimes it's frustrated. Sometimes you're thinking about the end result of the food. You just want it to finish. But if you take your time and prepare it the best to your ability, you're going to get there. Remember, the end always seems as though it's very far away, but it's not that far. It's really not that far. Whether you rush or you take your time, the end will come. Always remember that. And I think that could relate back to many things, many different things. King of the weather, back to the US. King of the weather, Uniquely Mia. What does Uniquely Mia do? Most likely she's studying for the LSAT. So, how was everyone did? This is Saturday. So you guys had a busy week, a long week. You know, whether you had school, whether you had work, whether you had drama in your home, whether you had to overcome or survive, whatever you had to survive this week. Guess what? Compliment 3. I love your attributes to this world. Oh, wow. Thank you. Wow. You are just, oh my goodness. Are you a poet? Sound like you're a poet, James. Sounds like you are a poet. You are a man of many words. Thank you. Yes. Like I said, we all had a week of having to overcome something or having to accomplish something. Guess what? You guys did it. You survived. You are here today. This is the weekend. This is Saturday. And Saturday, you can do whatever you want to do. If you don't want to wake up, unless you have to go to school, unless you have to go to work. But hey, go to work. Do what you got to do as far as with your studying. And when it's finished, celebrate. Celebrate it. Ice storm warning for parts of Pennsylvania. Thank you, King of the Weather, and Maryland. Okay, cool. King of Weather is giving the forecast. Please read. If you live in those states, please dress warm. Dress warm, because I would like for you to be warm and come back. If you don't have to go outside, do not go outside. If you can stay in the house with some hot chocolate, some hot coffee, some hot brandy, whatever your preference of drink is, today is your day. You have permission. You give yourself permission to just relax. Just relax. So welcome to Uniquely Mia Live. Basically is Uniquely Mia Mom reporting here, broadcasting. I am preparing, this is what's called string beans. I'm going to stew it up for breakfast. So, flood warnings for parts of West Virginia. If you live in West Virginia and you have a boat, it's time to pull that boat out because flood warning is coming. If you do not have a boat, please make sure that you are on the top floor, but not on the roof. If you don't have a top floor and you have to get to the roof, perhaps you have shelters or something you can get to higher ground, but make it out. Make sure you have those life jackets if you don't know how to swim, and have enough life jacket for the family. Don't just have a life jacket for yourself, okay? You believe I had someone that was a part of my life that used to drive around, right? Had the vehicle and drove around with one life jacket, and that life jacket was for that person. And they drove other people that were close to them. So you would say, and they were bold, very bold enough to say, well, if this vehicle go into the ocean, I have my one jacket to save myself. You believe that? I tell you, the things that you learn, you learn something new every day. And it's not a problem if you're a single person and you by yourself, you just cater for yourself. But and I'm speaking about someone that was supposed to be a father, a dad, a husband, a boyfriend, so, and it's okay for people, but I'm always amazed of people would do these things, but sometimes people would do stuff in the dark. So I have to recognize, because at least you have to give a little respect to that person that they were bold enough to tell you. Some people don't tell you. They really don't tell you. And then it reminds you of how you came into this world by yourself, and not everyone is going to look to carry you. So you have to always be thinking ahead for yourself, but some people are just, I think like me, I move with my heart. And when you move with your heart, you always tend to think about others that's close to you. King of the Weather said heavy freeze warning in Alaska. Wow, isn't Alaska already cold? Can it get colder? Or is the snow normally like nice and wow? Could it get colder than how it normally is? That's something. Well, I know if you live in Alaska, you're well prepared because you should have everything up there. But what do they do? Do the kids celebrate? I wonder if the kids that live up there celebrate in Alaska when it's a freeze? Do they like not have school or what happens out there? Okay, King of the Weather. Thank you, thank you. So this is the Bora. This is the Bora. Ooh, this is so delicious. My tongue is longing to cook this. The nose, my nose, it smells so incredible. I have my nose pick up everything. This is the last handful. This is the last handful. Everything have a scent. Everything has a scent. You know, honestly, this smell like beans. It do smell like in the family of green beans. But when you taste it, because personally, I don't like green beans. I really don't like green beans. You know, I try to eat it. I think like sometimes I would say, oh, it's a mindset. And sometimes I can't really get Bora. So what I would do is, and if I purchase like a fried rice or something and they have the green beans, I would say, okay, I'm going to eat it. And I would eat like 2 or 3. And then by the end of the food, me completing, you would look on the plate and it's a whole bunch of green beans on the side. King of the Weather said, freeze warning in parts of California. Wow, in California? And California's supposed to be warm all the time. Number 4, I love how luminous you are on your lives. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you, James. Thank you. And I love James, and I love how you are giving me these compliments and you are coming with these words for me. You are really, oh my goodness. You are giving me something that I never received before. I got to say, James, you are the first. You are the first in all of my life. No one has ever told those words, used those words on me. So you are the first. Isn't it wonderful? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I receive it. I accept it. I appreciate it. You made me a happier person this morning. You really made me a happier person. King of the Weather says freeze warning in parts of Oregon. Okay. Wow, it's a lot of freezing going on there. Come on, everybody that's in those parts that's freezing, jump on a plane and come to the Caribbean. Beach. Let's meet in the Bahamas or someplace that's warm. Grenada. No, let's meet Grenada. Someplace that have beautiful beach. For the fun fact, let me tell y'all a fun fact. Do everyone know that Uniquely Mia is a published author? And she is the author of The Adventures of Uniquely Mia from USA to Grenada, West Indies. And Grenada have the most beautiful, to me, the best beach as ever. There's one particular beach that's called Granance Beach. Oh my goodness. And they have the waterfall, and they have another beach that's called Bathway. But you have to be careful. If you're like a person that like to take chances and stuff, you go to Bathway Beach because it has like the beach, the waves are very strong. And I remember like the first time I went to Bathway Beach, when you go on the sand, you would take your slipper off. Oh, let me read King of the Weather before I tell you that story. Winter weather advisory for a part of Oregon and Washington State. Okay, you guys hear that? Winter. I hope you got warm coats out there. So getting back to my story. Let me show you guys what I did before I start that story, because that's going to be a little start. So you see, I want to show you. I see the Bora is finished. It's finished. I used all of it. So now, this is what it is. So now I have to look for a pot. So like I said, the first time that I went, some work is being done over there. That's wood filler. So Stu did that. The first time I went to Grenville, there's a beach in the country in Grenada. I'm speaking about Grenadies now. It's called Bathway Beach. And that, I took my shoes off, my sandals off, because you're going in the ocean. So you don't want to go in the ocean with your slippers or your shoes. So I took my slippers off. And when I took my slippers off, I put my foot on the sand. I never felt sand so hot yet. I had to run back and put my shoes on. So if you go to Grenada, opportunity to go to Bathway, and Grenada is a tiny island. It's like the smallest island. It's a dot. If you look on the map, it's a dot. You probably have to use a magnifying glass to Grand Anse Beach, which is in St. George's, the capital. Visit Bathway Beach. You can drive around the entire island in one day. The people are incredible. They're welcoming. It's a very safe island. I think it's one of the safest islands in the Caribbean because, and what makes me say this, if you purchase Uniquely Me a book, yes, Grenada. Oh, okay. Well, that means they had a nice celebration. If you purchase Uniquely Me a book, she described some of the different areas and the scenery and stuff. But one of the things that I say Grenada is safe because when I was there, remember I wasn't born in Grenada, but I love to wear gold, a lot of jewelry. I just love jewelry, you know. So, and Grenada is the only island that I've ever been to where I felt comfortable enough wearing gold. And I wore gold in the day, at night, just walking around on my own, walking around with me as a little girl. And the locals, no one bothered me. No one bothered me. The people are very respectful. If you go there and it doesn't matter what you're wearing, what you're not wearing, they're not going to give you any smart comments. They're not going to make you feel out of place. Very, very welcoming. It's a very peaceful place and a very beautiful place if you love beaches. The only thing is with Grenada, because as you guys see, I love to cook. So with Grenada, they specialty is something called oil down, which is very delicious. But because I don't eat meat, they tend to like to put like different stuff in it. So, and they would put like the saltfish, but some people don't respect people choices that they make, and they will try to test you. You will meet people like that all over the world. But to sum up, if you're looking for a great Caribbean island to visit Grenada. It's absolutely beautiful for that. Flood warnings for parts of California. Okay, so I'll be back. You guys take a look at, watch the Bora for me. Let me just go and wash this pot out. You don't need to watch me wash this pot out. So I'm gonna wash the pot out. Okay, so we have the pot washed out, but we're not finished. I have to bring you back on this side because I told you that I'm gonna wash this bowl out. I'm gonna saute this up with garlic and stuff. So, wow. I didn't even realize this have become like, instead of publishing like a cooking book, look at this. You are getting this is like a video cooking book. This is Uniquely Mom video cooking book. So if you guys happen to find Bora and you would like to prepare it, you can just come back and rewatch the video and prepare it the way I prepared it. So the onion, you remove the skin. Everyone know that, right? If you're new and you never cooked before, it's okay. Just remember to remove the skin. We don't want to cook skin. We don't want to, when you're eating, whatever you decide to put in your mouth, you want it to be like a consistent taste. You don't want to like eat one piece and it's smooth, and then by the time you get to the other part, you feel a bump in it. We don't want that. We do not want that. So I'm basically removing the skin from the garlic. And I don't think like the skin would dissolve. It won't melt. It'll still be in the food. So if you never cooked before and you're not familiar, always remove the skin from the onions. Always remove the skin from the garlic, unless like you're roasting it. But even after you roast it, you still have to squeeze the inside out. We only want the inside. That's my wrap up of King of the Weather News Report. Okay, today. Okay, thank you. More for tomorrow. Thank you, King of the Weather. We appreciate you. Whatever you decide to do today, King of the Weather, I really don't know what do King of the Weather do when you're not like reporting the weather? What is a day in the life of King of the Weather? Do you have assistants, King of the Weather, or like you're like in living color, like you're a one-man person that does everything for yourself? You have to do the research, you have to write the comments, you have to put together the sentences. Are you like that? Are you like really? Well, you have to be, because you are the king, and the king have to know to do everything. So now what I'm doing is rinsing out the garlic and the onions. I'm gonna rinse out the garlic, and then I have a tomato. Let me wash this out. Okay, and then, like I said to you, in Guyana, one of the beautiful things, I'm a one person that does everything. Wow. So you are a force to be, wow, that is so incredible. So when you, one day, when your service is needed on multiple platforms, you would be able to, if you decide to hire like little assistants and stuff, because a king, remember, a king, your hands might become heavy. So one day you may need a little extra support, like whether like help my mom. Okay, excellent, excellent. So one day when your service is become well known on different platforms, they're gonna be like, hey, king of the weather, come over here, come over here. So you're gonna have to hire people, and it's good that you know to do everything, because you can tell if someone don't know that, if they're not doing their job correct, or if they decide, listen, you're not offering them enough love, so they decide they're gonna walk out and leave you, and they think they're gonna leave you stranded. They're not gonna leave you stranded, because you are king of the weather and you know what it is to do everything. So you are excellent. That's the best way, know to do everything. Thank you so much. Let me get some other spices. Okay, so I have some scallions. Wash this out. I usually try, before going to the stove, I try to get everything ready. I'm gonna be using, so I'm gonna turn this on for it to start heat up. I usually just try to get everything together. So it's like if you're using like a recipe book, you try to get all of your ingredients. Welcome, welcome, Drawing, welcome. They need a flood. Who need a flood? Take out the fire. Oh, okay. Is it still burning in California? Wow. It's funny because I remember years ago, even when Mia was a baby, it's always burning in California. But still, everyone continued to live there and not move. I guess it's like, it's difficult. You know, it's like some people may say, why do people eat this? Why do people do that? Hey, sometimes the bad is good. Sometimes you can't help yourself, because California, in spite of the obstacle that citizens face with the weather, they return. They return. That's very, very interesting to know. And it's funny how like weather and things relate back to like choices or decisions we make in our personal life, you know? If we learn to like connect the dots, we would be making fantastic decisions. But I think we are conditioned to separate and isolate things. I don't use the end of the scallion like this. This is garbage for me. King of the weather, my heart and prayers goes out to the fires in California. Yes, yes, thank you, King of the weather. Same for Uniquely Mia. Here we send prayers and hope everyone stays safe. You are, let me come this side so you can see me dicing up the tomato. Okay. Basically, there's no particular way. There's no fancy way to cut tomatoes if you love to. However, you could cut tomatoes like really large. Because I'm cooking it, it's basically gonna dissolve. When I was a kid, I did not like to eat my food that had tomatoes and onions and garlic and all that stuff in it. I was like, no. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so I have a little pepper, a little hot pepper. This is very, very hot, but it's not gonna do. Stu and myself, we love pepper, so it's not, and this is not too much. But if your tongue is not accustomed to spices like this, I would not advise that you don't cut the pepper up. Just, you could use it, but just leave it whole. This is local celery. This is fantastic, man. If I could bring some of this home, I would bring it home, but I cannot. The pepper smells so good. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that's a bad boy. That pepper is bad because I smell it in my nose. And this is something that's called Mariman pork. I don't know what other name it's known by, but it smelled aroma. It smells so good and it flavors the food well. So I'm gonna dice this up. I already wash it. If you remember when I went grocery shopping, you guys saw that I bought everything home, and what I usually do is wash these out and just put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the refrigerator. Smells so good. I didn't even start cooking yet and I'm smelling the herbs and everything.
You already going to Florida? I thought you was going to Florida.
Okay, so let me see. I love food with a little color in there.
Oh, mom.
Uh-oh, one of my cabinet is locked and can I get it open? Let me see. Looking for, oops. I'm looking for this. A little tomato paste. I think let me wash the top off of it.
One for the kitchen area. What you still doing in bed, lady?
So I'm gonna move you. I'm gonna open up this. This is how do you know Mia do not know how to use a can opener? She takes a knife and she goes inside. So this is for Mia. I hope this works. You take it, you put it down, and you roll it, and you roll it, rolling down the river. That's how it look inside. It's basically tomato. It's tomato paste. This is how it looks. This part. Be very careful. Let me rest it over here. So now we need to get over to the stove. We need the stove to heat up. Let's get this stove.
You know what I did?
Let the pot, you put the pot on the fire. I'm gonna bring you over on this side now. Let's go over here. I'll bring you closer so you get a nice view of the pot. Let me raise you up. You guys see? Everyone is seeing the pot well? Okay. Use a paper towel. Sometimes just want to dry it because I like to move quick. I'm hungry and I've been talking a lot and I'm becoming more hungry. So letting the pot heat up a little. I'm not going to use all of this bora. I'm just going to use some of it. I'm going to save some. I'm going to Ziploc some of this. So in the week, I'll probably make some chow mein and I'm going to show you how I'm going to use this. I'm just going to use some of that. So basically, I usually just put my hands over it. This is how I can tell, like, if I feel any heat coming out from the pot. Oh, I'm going to turn on the TV. Okay, King. Okay, King. Thank you so much, King. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the great job that you do. So I'm going to add a little oil. If you use olive oil, use olive oil. I purchase olive oil, but I usually purchase a small bottle because it's more expensive. And I like to do a lot of things. And the money that I have, if I purchase olive oil, I wouldn't have money left to do other things. So when I don't have olive oil, I use canola oil. That's the next thing. And that shouldn't be, because if olive oil is good for the body, that's what you should use all the time, right? But see, add a little oil there. Where my spices is. I have to become a little bit more organized with spice and different things. Okay, so I'm gonna get this to heat. It's not ready yet. Let me tell y'all a secret. Even if you're not an experienced cook, you want to be an experienced cook, heat the oil up. When you have guests at your house and you want them to believe that, like, you're really doing something, heat the oil up and then put the onions and garlic. Then you're gonna hear zzz. They're gonna be like, whoa, something good is cooking. King of the Weather said it's cold US, how could Guyana be warm? Well, at least Houston, Texas is warm. Oh, okay, Houston, Texas is warm. You see, that's the beautiful thing. That's the beautiful thing about America. You get to experience, you are blessed. It is a blessing to be able to experience the different type of climate. If it's too cold one place, you don't have to travel far to enjoy the warmness. So I think this oil is ready, right? I don't feel, it's not that hot yet, but it's feeling good. So what we're gonna do is the same way, and the way I cook, the foundation of how I normally cook is pretty much the same. You know, I always start off with a little bit of oil, and now I'm gonna, okay, froze there. That was internet. So all right, now I'm gonna add the tomatoes, the onion, the celery, the scallions into the pot. And when you want to add this into the pot, you want to move. You want to move because accidents can occur. So you ever heard the song "Get Out the Way"? And it's not even some. It's not even some. Okay. You ever heard of "Get Out the Way"? So at this point, the oil has been getting hot, and I want to drop this in there. So we're gonna get a nice. And you want to keep your head, your hands, and everything. So this is a warning: stay away from the fire. So I'm gonna back up. I won't be able to see your comment. I'm gonna back up. Hopefully, let me test it. Make sure. Okay, let's test it. Okay, so you guys ready? Are you ready? Come on. Remember the songs you guys ever played that? On your mark. This is a local song, like a race. On your mark, get set, go, go. Oh, that wasn't that dramatic. That was not that dramatic. It wasn't that dramatic, right? I hyped y'all up expecting like, ooh, and nothing real happened, did it? So we want to saute up. And like I said, for this dish, do not worry about the size of the tomato. You don't have to be perfect and dice everything up like nice and tiny, because let me get you a little closer, give you a nice shot, because it's basically going to dissolve. So at this point, you want to add a little tip of black pepper and some salt. If you use salt, add a little salt at this point. So that's the black pepper, because like I told you, if all you have is black pepper and salt, it's going to make it taste good. So add your black pepper and salt. Okay. I have this salt. I don't know what kind of bottle this is, but this is really good salt, because I be trying to pour. Give me some more salt. Give me some more salt, but it don't want to come out. If you find like your scallions and stuff is getting brown too quick, you can turn the fire down. Always remember that, right? So I added a little, just a little tip of black pepper and salt. Black pepper and salt make everything taste better. Now I want to put a little tomato paste in there just so that it can warm up and loosen up. Let me add some of that. So I have a spoon here, and I'm going to add a spoon. And you know, do you guys do that too? After do you hit the side of the pot with the spoon? I'm just watching some TV. Okay, King of the Weather, love you. Thank you for watching TV and still supporting. Love you, love your support. You are so loyal. Love you. Cook me something, Mama. Okay. What would you like me to cook you, D? Tag. What would you like? What would you like? Tell me. Tell me, so if it's something that I know how to make, I'll gladly make it. So at this point, see, I put the tomato paste in there. So I would like it to warm up. When it warms up, it's going to loosen up. And the reason why I would put the tomato paste in now before putting the bora in, because, yeah. So you want it to dissolve, because like if you put the bora in, it might not balance out equal. Like if you're using tomato paste and to give the color, the rice, like if you're making rice and you use tomato paste just to get like a beautiful like pinkish color in the rice, you want to let the tomato paste dissolve and, you know, loosen up. Because if you put the rice in and then put the tomato paste after, some parts may have tomato paste and other parts won't. Because I don't know what it is about tomato paste. It just like to hide in the middle of food and not, if you don't do this process. King of the weather, DT, you hungry? It's early, we all should be hungry. So this is nice. You see this? This is beautiful. See what I told you? See how the tomatoes are basically disappearing? That's what we want. So at this point now, I'm gonna come with some of the bora. So I'm not gonna put this in here because I'm gonna cut this one good. Let me use my hand. Add some bora. And I'm gonna save this because I may make some fried rice in the week. I do know how to make fried rice. I love fried rice. Anything that I love to eat, I try to learn how to make it. So basically stir this up. You want to incorporate the garlic, the onions, the tomatoes, the hot pepper. So putting this together. All right. Now, it has to taste good because if you just do this and think you're going to go and feed it to the kids, you're going to scar the kid forever. They're going to like, this thing have no taste. I don't like bora. I don't like bora. Add a little spice to the food. Add a little salt. Add a little salt. Okay, you are making me want to break my fast today. Oh, I'm so sorry. I would never want to tease you like that. So what can I do? Drink water so you don't break your fast. We want you to, what you put your mind and you set out to do, we want you to fulfill it. And tell yourself the fast is going to be over soon and then you can go and eat this when it's over with. So I'm going to turn the stove down a little because I don't want this to be burning. And I'm basically going to add some cubes and I'm going to add some black pepper and I'm going to add a little tip of salt. Always put less. When you're cooking, put less because you can always put more. So I'm going to leave this and let me get this here and see what I have over here. I think I have a little all-purpose seasoning here. I'm gonna just add a little bit to it. If you use all-purpose seasoning, you don't have to add salt. Okay? You don't have to add any more salt. Let me see if I have some more black pepper. Oh, I have a little black pepper here. The black pepper, and that's all I'm going to add for now. And I'm going to stir this up. And this is something if you're a meat eater, if you love meat, you can put chicken in here. You can put beef in here. You can put shrimp in here. You can fry fish on the side. So you can add that as well to it. So what I'm going to do, I would like this to cook quick. So bora is hard, so I would like it to steam a little, right? I'm not going to taste it now because if I taste it now, I'm not going to get the full taste of the flavor of if it needs more salt or something else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a cover. Let me rinse out a pot cover. I'm going to put a glass cover on there so you guys can see the cooking process of the bora. Okay, so I put a cover on there and I'm gonna drop the fire a little and you guys can watch it. Before I clean my mess up, I have to put up, I got a Ziploc bag. I have to put the rest of the bora in a Ziploc bag. Like I told you guys I would do. Ooh, see, I be trying to do stuff all nice and cute, but you know, it don't be working. So I have to go back and just use my hands to avoid making like a large mess. This is what I'm doing. Okay, so this is the balance of the bora that's left. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator because I'm going to cook it in the week, probably make some fried rice or something. I think in the week I'm going to make fried rice with fried fish for you guys, give you, and maybe some barbecue chicken. Now look at this. Isn't this cool? This is all the garbage. This is all the ends of the bora. Like I said, you see, this could probably, I don't know, maybe somebody probably usually use it in a soup or whatever, but this is garbage for me. Or if I had like sheep outside, I would pour this out because this would be food for them. So I'm just going to throw it in the garbage. Okay, and you want to constantly check the pot because you want to make sure like it's not burning. So you see a lot of smoke coming, so you open it, you allow the excess water to just drain in it like that. And if it's burning, oh, this is not burning. I love pots like this. Basically, it is cooking. I love pots that the food do not stick to the pot, but the heat, the beautiful heat is going in the food. So I love that. So I know this is not ready yet, so I just wanted to check and make sure it wasn't burning. It smells so incredibly good in here. It smells good. It smells so good. I'm gonna leave this in case I need to use some water.
No, they come off. So I'm gonna cut up this whole chicken and put some rice in it, warm it up a little bit, and feed them. Robin, say good morning to Tawana.
Morning, Tawana. How are you?
This
How you doing?
I'm okay. Is it cold where you're at?
30 degrees.
Damn.
And supposed to snow. 27, supposed to snow. So Bianca's gonna have to be on alert.
That's not fun. That's not fun.
Look at this. This is a good buy. Got it from Amazon. So usually when Robin cooking, we use only the water, this water, but for cleaning everything, we use the regular water. So every time she had to cook, I had to pour water for her. Now she just pressed this button. Anyway, I gotta cut up. I'm gonna cut up these dog food, and I'll cut y'all in Florida.
Okay, so I want to keep you guys in the loop of what I'm doing. We're washing dishes now, so you're seeing everything. Come on, I have to wash it, so you might as well enjoy watching me wash dishes. That's fun, right? Oh, why are you gonna put this in here? I want this one. So it's time to wash the dishes. It's time to wash the dishes. Did we have anybody to do? I do have a dishwasher, but I did not hook it up. I did not hook it up, and I'm like, what's the sense? I shouldn't be making a lot of dishes, so I can do it by hand. So it's time to wash the dishes. Everyone is getting a complete view. This is a video of what happens in Uniquely Mia's mom kitchen in Guyana, South America. We wash dishes by hands. Nasty? Why is it nasty? Why is it nasty to wash dishes by hands? Well, because nasty could be like the word bad, right? She's bad. Somebody said, hey, she's bad. You know, bad means like good, positive. Welcome to Uniquely Mia Live. Welcome to the channel. This is Uniquely Mia Mom reporting live from South America. Welcome. Welcome, King of the Weather again. Hope you're enjoying your show. Did everyone have breakfast this morning? What was your breakfast? Was it pancake? Was it eggs? Was it waffle? Was it cereal and milk? Was it bread and cheese? What was it? Was it porridge? Oh, thank you, King of. Sometimes, King of the Weather, you have to learn to just ignore people. They're not worth your energy. Your moments and your energy that you are blessed with is for people, precious people that value you. Don't waste it. Don't waste it on, no matter what you say, some individual that will never understand and never get. You know, don't waste it like that. But thank you, thank you. You tell me I'm gonna have to call you King Defender, King Protector. You are a protector. Oh my goodness, Lucas, King Lucas, you are quite a person. You are quite a person. Stay beautiful. Do not allow anyone to rob your joy, steal you, or turn you into what you do not like. You are an incredible, incredible person. Thank you so much. So let's go back and check. Let me wash this bottle out. It's kind of like soapy. So let me just wash off the extra soap off of it. Do not allow anyone, because I'm smelling it water. Like when you start cooking, you begin to smell and can tell when the food should be ready. So let's go and check on that pot because we do not want anything burnt. So let's go back over here. See what's happening. We have to do a taste test. Open it up. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, so can you guys see? Okay. So let's see what's happening over with this. Hope it's not burning. Okay, that's nice. Not burning. That's what we want. No burning. You know, that hot pepper, and I thought it would have been like really hot. I don't even taste it. I was showing you guys how I taste it. This is how I taste. I take a little bit and I basically grab it. I would not advise, if you're not accustomed, if your fingers are not accustomed to the heat, do not put your finger in the hot food. This is really delicious. So let me show you guys a close up. Let me give you a close up. You see how basically the tomatoes melt away? That's what we love. So now let me show you how I would plate this. Let's plate this together. Let me get some plates. I got a Mexican jersey. It's a player version. This jersey was usually the jersey was $150, but I got it for $75. It was 50% off. Oh, cool, cool. So you're learning how to shop a bargain, save. That's cool. That's wonderful. Uniquely Mia is going to be proud of you because you guys know she's a bargain shopper. Welcome to Wagon. Welcome. Welcome to Uniquely Mia Live. So I'm going to plate this. So this is a roti, right? This is a roti, but it's basically flour. It's flour and like water. I think we have videos of making roti before, so you can go back and look at those videos. And this is how you plate it. Turn this down, and this is it. So let me take this over so you guys can see it in the light. So this will be breakfast. This is called Bora with the roti. Did you try the Indian stuff anytime? Hi, D-Wagon. This is Uniquely Mia Mom. You also eat Indian food? Yes, roti is an Indian dish. Yes, we eat Indian food. We love Indian food. We just never had the butter chicken, but I love dal. I love to eat dal. I love to eat, I'm gonna make another plate. That plate plate over there, stew plate. So I'm gonna take a little of the bora. And I'm gonna show y'all how I would eat this. So this is Stu's plate here. So I'm gonna rest it over here for him. That's for him. And I have my roti here. Also have some bread. But before I begin to eat, you guys know I have to get something to drink. So let's see what I have in the refrigerator to drink. Matter of fact, let me cover this pot. And let's take it off of that heat because we don't want it to continue to cook. So let's see. I think I drank all of my sorrel out. Ooh, I have one left. I have to. I'm going to have sorrel this morning. That is so good. Okay, cool. Thought it was finished. So let me set this up so you guys can see. Can you see the plate? Where's the plate at? I want you to be able to see. I have to see your comments as well, right? So let me set this up where you can see the plates. Okay, this is the routine. I want to be able to see your comments. This is typical Indian breakfast. It really, wow, I didn't know that. Well, you know, in South American Guyana, we have, there's a lot of Indians here. So that's the beautiful thing when you have a lot of the different culture, it tends to mix. So let's remove this. We don't want this in our shot. I don't want this in my shot. I need some, I learned a lesson the other day with that juice. So I need some napkins. So I'm gonna show you how to eat. We don't want to be making a mess. This is like the best drink ever. Uniquely me, believe like the I'm gonna have to sit and then I'm gonna have to rotate this thing because I have to be able to see your comments, and having it this way, I'm not really seeing your comments. I'm gonna rotate it this way. So that means bring this device in front of me so you guys can see it. Okay, you can see that, right? Uniquely Mia say the best drink under the sun is Snapple, and uniquely Mom say the sorrel. This sorrel is the best drink under the sun. The wagon said, have you ever tried sari? Is it sari? Sada? Is it no, it's not. He said sorry. Ooh, sorry, I think it's a thicker one. It's not as soft. I believe it's a form of roti, but it's a thicker one, right? So what you would do, this is a dish that requires you to use your hand. You would take the roti, right? And you would break a piece of it, right? And then you would take the bora that we prepared together, and you would dip. You put some of that bora inside of the roti, and you wrap it up like this, and then you take a bite. It's only fitting that the guests get to take the first bite. Take a bite. How does it taste? You guys are shy? You're shy? I'm gonna tell y'all a story about being shy. When you eat, you should dance. Your head should move, your hand should move. If you're not dancing, the food is not that good. But let me give you a little story. One of my daughter, she turned 14, and we had moved to a new city, and she was in a new school, but she wanted a birthday party, and she invited some of her classmates to the party. Everyone is American, had no history of anyone from the Caribbean, that never had Caribbean food before. Yes, delicious, King. So I kept her birthday party, and I made chow mein, I made curry chicken, I made fried rice, I made barbecue chicken, I made jerk chicken, all, the traditional Caribbean meals. So the kids was at the birthday party, but they was all shy because, 14-year-old, 13-year-old, they didn't want to eat. It wasn't something they was accustomed to. But one of them, so I had all this food, and I was like, oh man, all of this food is going to go to waste. So when they was leaving, one of them said, could we make a plate for him? So we made the plate. He took the plate home. Within 15 minutes, all of the kids came back to the door. Can we have a plate? Can we have a plate? It was amazing. I wish I had recorded that. It was like, can we have a plate? We wind up giving away all the food that we cook at the end of the party. It was so good. And it was so beautiful because, and it made me happy because I think if you enjoy preparing food, one of the beautiful things about preparing food, the next part of it is watching people enjoy it. And when people enjoy your food, it's like you feel a sense of pride, like, hey, they really, I guess I can cook. I really made them happy. So that was really beautiful. So this is the bora with roti, bora inside with tomatoes and everything I prepared. Ooh. It's so good. The bora is so smooth. It has a little texture to it, but it's soft, not soggy. I don't like to prepare vegetables where it's like completely soggy because remember I told you bora is something that you can eat raw as well. But for this dish, you taste the flavor. I taste the tomato flavor in it. I didn't put a whole bunch of garlic, so it's not garlicky, but I taste the tomato and I taste a little tip of the black pepper and stuff like that. And like I said to you, to wash it down, this is the best drink ever, sorrel. This is in my opinion, so I'm gonna have some. How I cook the roti? Flour, a little tip of salt, a little tip of black pepper. No, I'm sorry, take that back, not black pepper. A little tip of salt, a little tip of baking powder. And you could use something known as ghee or ghee. I don't use it. I just used a little tip of butter or a little tip of oil, a little salt, flour, and baking powder. And I knead the dough. Uniquely Mia, we have videos on it. We have, if you go back and look at some of her videos, we have videos where we show you how to prepare the dough from scratch, how to roll it out, how to let it sit, the whole process of rolling it, cooking it on the stove. We have videos, so just go back and look at the videos. It's very simple. I think the most important thing is kneading the flour. Do I like Mobby? I love Mobby. Matter of fact, I love Mobby. I'm gonna make a live of me drinking some Mobby sometime in the week. I'm gonna get some Mobby. I love Mobby. I love Mobby. You know, when I was growing up, I didn't really like ginger beer because when a local ginger beer, when you drink it, it's supposed to burn your throat. So I don't know if it's because I was so young. Every time I drank ginger beer, it basically like burned my throat. But if I have like black cake right now, I could drink some ginger beer. Ginger beer is so good. But Mobby is like the next, it's wonderful. I don't like Mobby that's too sweet though. I don't like sorrel. And you know something, I think we have videos of me making sorrel. This is the sorrel plant. It's very simple to make, but sorrel is something that requires a lot of sugar. So it's always best if you could make it. And that's why I like this brand. This is Grace. This is not sweet. And if you made sorrel from scratch, in order to be enjoyable for someone, they use a lot of sugar. That's why it's really unhealthy. If you purchase it from the store, you can like stretch it, you can double it. But this is not sweet. This is absolutely perfect in my opinion. This is how I would make my sorrel. So this is pretty good, I think. The best drink ever. It's so good. So oh, you were talking about the sari, the outfit. Yeah, Mia did. Mia have a video. I don't have one, but I did the dance. I dance all the time to Indian music. Mia, but I would definitely wear one. You know the only reason I don't have one is very expensive. It's like an African outfit. A real traditional African outfit is very expensive, and saris are very expensive. But as a mother, sometimes you don't really get things for yourself and you allow your children to have it. So that's what the situation is. I never bought myself one, but I would have loved to own one. But instead of getting myself one, I made sure that Mia had one because she always wanted one. If you go and look at some of her previous videos, I think we was in Guyana. I think it was over the summer. We went out to a show And it wasn't an Indian show. It was we went to a culture center where everyone was there. Africans, Chinese, Indians, everyone came out in their best attire. And Mia, she wore her sari. She wore her sari. And you know, people was looking at her like, what's up with her? But I always tell my children to like be themselves. Do you like Hindu song? Oh yes, I love Hindu song. I love Hindu. If I go to a party, and I'm dancing to reggae and I'm dancing to calypso, you know, that music require you to like bend down low, bend your back, do this. So it tends to be painful. So when they put on the Hindu music, do do do, I start to just move. It allows you to just use other muscles like your fingers, stand straight. So dancing is like a workout because you use different body parts, and depending on the music that's played, like a Hindu song, you tend to use your finger, you tend to move your neck around, you tend to move like, you know, your tippy toes. So I love music, yes, and I love Hindu, even though I don't understand what they're saying. It's like African music. I don't understand what they're saying, but the drums, the rhythm, sometimes music, your body understand what it's saying. So your body, certain parts of your body would move. Like if they put on calypso, my hips all of a sudden start to move very fast. If they put on reggae, I tend to, my legs and my hips start to move, you know, slow down a little. When they put on the Hindu songs, all of a sudden I'm on my tippy toe. I wasn't even a ballerina. I'm on my tippy toe. My fingers are separated and I'm crooked and I'm dancing and I'm one foot in front. It's funny. Life is funny. You don't pay attention to these things. Only mother love short. Yeah. Sacrifice. You sacrifice and yeah. Yeah. Because like I said, you as a mother, as a father, you don't have to have the world to give your kids love or to show them kindness or to show them sacrifice. You do what you can do. And sometimes you have like the best parent in the world. You could be like the best parent and you make so much sacrifice for your kids. And sometimes they grow up and they don't remember the sacrifice that you made for them. Or they compare like you didn't do enough. They look at it like my friend parents was able to do this and you didn't do enough. You did me a disservice. But they can't put that blame on you because God was the one that chose you to be the parents. And as long as you did all that you can do for them and you provided them with all that you have, you as a person should be proud of yourself in spite. And this is why I think God exists. Because mankind always look to judge us wrong, but God always judge us right. You know, so when I get things like that, I smile quietly because I think that Jesus said the saying was, don't worry about your treasures on earth. Do things on earth because God is witnessing what you're doing and you're going to build up that treasure in heaven. So here we go. Bora, this is breakfast time. Is it too late? It's not too late for breakfast. That's so good. This is really delicious. This is a fantastic combination. Normally we would eat the roti with curry, or we would use eggplant, also known as belanja. Mia's favorite food is roti with pumpkin. This is a really nice, and no, it tastes so good. You're not missing out on anything by not having the meat. So good. I'm really full. I'm very, very full. So I think I'm gonna have to cover the rest and leave it. Do you guys see? You see the onions? Look, are you seeing the garlic, the piece of garlic in there? And you seeing the onions? So you take a piece of the roti and you bring it together and you basically just grab it. This is a mouthful of goodness. This is so good. Really, really delicious. And when you eat a breakfast like this, it's gonna hold you. You can go out into the world and you have energy. You have energy for a few hours. And it's the beautiful thing about Uniquely Mia channels because she's an American and she eat the traditional, you know, cereal and milk, eggs and waffles and everything, but as well as this type of food. And if you never tried this food before, you have something to look forward to. Something you should, I think, you know, years ago, we were not, it was like you had to be able to travel, to taste or, do things. But I think we live in a time where a lot of us can travel and stuff. So you should we should have a book of things. Like if you see something like on Uniquely Mia channel that you want to try, write it down as a goal. One day I'm going to try this. Tell his plate. Stu King said, she's here on your plate. Yeah, he's over there. Look, he's over there eating. Yeah. We're enjoying this breakfast. We give thanks. We give thanks because it's not every day you're able to get a breakfast like this. And we can't eat like this every day because you know where it's going to go. So, like I said, when you can, you do. And it's affordable to eat this breakfast over here. But, for example, in America, this is very expensive. The Bora is very, very expensive. And you're not able to find it all over. What outfit? I'm just wearing a basic dress. I ain't dressed for the day yet. After I finish eating breakfast, I'm gonna clean my mess up. Then I'm gonna go and get ready for the day because I have to go to the market again. My mom is here with us, so I'm gonna go and purchase some fruits for her. She said she wanted some fruits, so I'm gonna go to the market and get some fruits for her and deliver it to her, which was pretty cool. Anyone have any plans that they're looking forward to today? Are you gonna is something you're excited to do today? If you don't have any plans, can you create some plans? You taking us out? Yeah, I'm taking you out. I have to charge up the phone and you guys can come along with me. Do you like to wear makeup? I don't wear makeup every day, but if I have a special occasion, like if I have a wedding, if I'm celebrating like a birthday party and it's really a nice affair, I like to dress up, and I don't like heavy makeup, but light makeup, I would put on light makeup for the function. It's just out of respect and out of custom. One thing about growing up in, turn your volume down. One thing about growing up in South America, one of the customs, when someone invite you out, we tend to dress up. Like a kid's birthday party, it could be whatever. But once you're going out, you're not gonna go with like your regular street clothes. You're gonna put out like your Sunday best. You're gonna make sure your hair is extra combed well, and you're gonna put on a little makeup if you're at age where you can wear makeup. Thanks. Remember yesterday you took us to Walmart. Oh, J-Man. Okay, that was Uniquely Mia. Okay, this is Uniquely Mia's mom now. I'm broadcasting live from South America. Haircut you like to do? No, I don't like to cut my hair. I believe like hair represent wisdom. And you think of Samson. You guys know the story of Samson? Remember? When they cut his hair, he lost all his power and strength. So that's where I believe growing wisdom. So I don't cut my hair. And if I had a son, I would grow his hair out. I would grow his hair out until he become of age where he decided, he said, Mom, I need to cut my hair. I would give him that choice, but I would not cut my son hair when he's young. It's like I have dreadlocks. And I had dreadlocks before Mia was born. And with all my kids, I didn't give them dreadlocks because I feel as though dreadlocks is a decision that you should make for yourself. Even though I had dreadlocks, I believe in certain things. I don't just force it's not something that I force. I force upon my kids, because dreadlocks is something that you could choose to do at any stage in your life. And having locks, it comes with like anything that you choose to do, it comes with certain things. It's more than just having the locks. I think it takes you to like anyone that have dreadlocks. I think it's trying to pull you spiritually closer to something where not a particular religion or anything, But Mia's in school. She's studying right now. She's studying J-Man for the King. She'll probably do a live later. You're going to the mall today, King of the Weather. Excellent, excellent. Good, good. That's always fun and nice to do. That's Mia love to do that. So like I was saying, I didn't give Mia dreadlocks. That's something that if she get old and she decides to do it, she can do it. Because, and you know, they have the different hairstyles that she like to use, but I don't force what I do upon my kids. I accept each one of my children as unique individuals. Well, they're adults now that could make choices for themselves, and whatever choice they spirit lead them to make, as long as they're not hurting themselves and hurting anyone else, I'm so proud and happy with them. But my locks is something that I chose to do, and ever since I did it, it's like one of the best decisions I've ever made for myself. And I think it boosts my self-confidence because honestly, I'm going to tell you guys a little story. Show my face. Go and look at some of me, uniquely Mia face in there. J-Man, go and look at the video. It's in there. Let me tell you guys how I got into locking my hair up. As you guys know, I am an African. And one of the things is being an African, it always used to seem as though my hair grew to a certain length, right? It grew to a certain length. It always was at my shoulder. And it's like it couldn't go any further. And I remember being young, I was like, how is it that God did this? How is it that he allows certain race of women to have beautiful, long, flowing hair? I'm telling you a true story. This is my thoughts. This is my feelings. This is my experience I'm sharing with you guys. So that was one of the things that always puzzled me. I was like, how fair is this? How fair? Why my hair cannot grow longer? How God did this? And I remember one day I was in New York and they had a fair. It was like a fair where I think it was like a Guyanese day or something like that, where you celebrate your culture and heritage and things like that. So people came from all over the world and all over, came to this one destination. And it was outside. It was during the summer. It was a park. And I remember I was in this park and I saw this African woman. She was darker because I'm dark. She was darker than me. And her hair was down to the floor. She was taller than me. She probably was like 6 feet. And her natural hair was down to the floor. When I tell you guys, I was in awe. I was like, oh, wow. So God, it is possible. So I know God is a fair God. In that moment, I was like, I know God is a fair God. So because God would not give one group of people something special and not give the other group of people, because we're all one people. We have different colors, different complexion, different things, but he's a fair God. And in that moment, I knew that my hair could flow down to the floor. So I'm like, you know something, so honestly, that was one of my big, like, yes, this is what I'm going to do. It wasn't anything religious. It wasn't it wasn't like anything awakening, like spiritually or whatever. It was just a question that I had for myself. It was something I was feeling like misplaced or didn't understand. And God answered that question for me and he showed me. And that's when I decided to lock my hair up. And after these years, how far is my locks? My locks is past my butt. It's way down. It's not down to the ground yet, but it's almost there. And then I got a lot of benefits because I used to travel a lot back then. And when I used to travel, I always used to go and do braids in my hair because I love to swim. Or like if I left my natural hair out, when you go to the different climate, your hairstyle would just be destroyed. But ever since I decided to put dreads in my hair, I can travel, I could jump in the ocean, I could swim. By the time I come out of the ocean water, the sun dries my hair. I don't have to worry about hairstyle or wrap it up. I don't have to worry about my hairstyle coming out. So that's just how it's been so rewarding and refreshing. So sometimes you overthink things because I chose to do it for one reason, but I did not know that I would receive so many different gifts or benefits from it. And after that, I started to read the Bible and things like that. And I never pushed religion or anything or say this religion is better than that. I never did that. I just did it for my own understanding, my own knowledge. But that's it. You guys know so much about me now. But that is it. It was wonderful, wonderful. I don't know how long I've been on the live, but this was really nice. I mean, I feel like lighter. I feel good. I received my daily compliments. I had great conversation. Thank you, J-Man. Thank you, King of the Weather. Thank you, D-Wagon Man. Thank you, James. Thank you, King. Thank you, everyone that was on the live with me. Thank you for keeping me company. I hope you guys have an awesome. Do not allow anyone to rob your joy. Do not allow anyone to make you what you are not. You are beautiful. You are love. You are special. You are unique. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your moment. Your words and your energy is for people that cherish it and know you are something incredible. Thank you guys so much. Stay safe in the world. I'll see you during the next live, or I'll see you in the comment section of one of Uniquely Mia's video. Thank you guys so very much. Be blessed until we meet again. Bye-bye.